From the day he first set foot in the classroom as a teacher in 1990, Todd K. Meyer knew he had chosen the right career path. His early love for working with kids and getting them interested in history has since spawned an accomplished and impactful life as a school administrator, a position in which he has been able to help even more kids earn the best education possible over the course of a day. Growing up in Iowa, Mr. Meyer was surrounded by good teachers who cared for and looked out for their students, which helped foster his love for school and learning, specifically the subject of American history. His father owned a local gas station and was naturally gifted when it came to mechanics and working with people. He regularly helped others and would hire and train high school students who needed jobs or had an interest in his trade. Watching him, Mr. Meyer knew he wanted to help people for a living too, and decided early on that he wanted to pursue a job teaching students about history. Before embarking on his professional path, Mr. Meyer sought higher education at the University of Northern Iowa, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Theater Arts in 1987 and a Bachelor of Arts in Social Science in 1990. Degrees in hand, he taught at Waterloo East High School in Iowa before he was hired by Watertown High School in South Dakota, where he would spend the 1990s teaching American Studies, American History, and Advanced Placement History. In addition, he was in charge of the school's drama department for a few years, served as the advisor of its travel club, and, in 1998, was voted by the senior class as High School Studies Teacher of the Year, which he still considers a significant personal achievement. Mr. Meyer also obtained a Master of Arts in History from the University of South Dakota in 1995. Mr. Meyer then lent his skills as a teacher to Northfield Public Schools from 2001 to 2002, where he also won an award for Teacher of the Year, at which point he came to a fork in the road. After he and his wife, Lynette, also a teacher, had their second child, she found it difficult to balance motherhood, daycares, and a full-time job. They both wanted their kids to grow up with a stay-at-home mother, and so he had to figure out how to make ends meet to accommodate the plan. This is when he decided to go into administration, as it allowed him to still work with students, while also helping and supporting teachers too. It was a natural progression for him. Mr. Meyer served as the middle school principal and high school assistant principal at Pipestone's area schools from 2002 to 2004, middle school principal at Wisconsin Dells Public Schools from 2004 to 2005, and superintendent and K-12 principal at Nicollet Public Schools from 2005 to 2008. Since 2008, he has excelled as the superintendent of schools within the Jackson County Central School District. Outside of his primary roles, Mr. Meyer's commitment to education extends to being the state contact person within the National Council for History Education from 1996 to 1998 and an adjunct professor of American history at Mount Marty College from 1996 to 1999. He has also been active as a volunteer for the American Red Cross and Special Olympics, a member of the board of directors for the Watertown Town Players Community Theater, and part of the Church Council First Congregate Church. As a writer, he has contributed numerous articles to local newspapers and served as a teacher editor for the activity workbook American History, the Modern Era since 1865. A prominent name when it comes to education, history, and preservation, Mr. Meyer has affiliated himself with several professional organizations throughout his career, including the National Council for Social Studies, South Dakota State Historical Society, Codington County Historical Society, and the National Trust for Historian Preservation. Upon reflection of his career, Mr. Meyer still does not feel like he has reached a crowning achievement yet. In a perfect world, you hit that the last year before you retire, he said, which he is not ready to do yet. Looking forward, he hopes to continue providing the teaching staff with the best environments and opportunities to help students do their best in the classroom. When the day comes when he does retire, he would like to be remembered as a hard worker with a good sense of humor who always prioritized the students and helped make school fun.